Hi there and welcome to Insight School of Minnesota. We are so excited to have you start with us. Regardless of when you're starting with us this school year, we will be working with you to get you up to speed as soon as possible, be flexible with you, and help you be successful on this online format. So a little bit about myself. My name is Alicia Allen, and I am the 6th through 9th grade advisor here at Insight. I do live in the metro area. I am just north of St. Paul, Minnesota. Our office is in Brooklyn Center, so if you're ever around, we love having visitors. I do work from home a couple of days a week, but I can always make it work to come into the office or to schedule a home visit if that's ever needed. It's great to meet with the families and students that I have. I am an amateur photographer. I love shooting a good picture on my iPhone. I do have an old Canon that I use as well. And I love a good documentary. So if you ever have any Netflix recommendations for documentaries, I will take you up on them. My fiance and I love watching history documentaries, food documentaries, basically anything. I am a lifelong learner. I am also a cat lover. I have 2 cats named Jake and Stanley. You will definitely hear them rummaging around and jumping in the background when you hear me on the microphone, and I love to share pictures of them as well. So if you have cats, I'd love to see them as well. My 5-year goal is to become a school counselor. I am currently in a master's program through Capella University, and I love working at that middle school level, so that's where I definitely see myself in the next 5 years. I also have my contact information up here. Feel free to contact me whichever way is easiest for you. Email, phone call, and leave a voicemail. If you don't reach me, I will definitely give you a call back. And then I do have a texting number as well. If you call that number, unfortunately, I do not receive those calls or voicemails, so text only, please. Other than that, I am your go-to person before you start school with us and throughout the school year. And as I said, this is my 3rd year at Insight. So it hasn't been too long where I remember my first month at Insight, my first time working at an online school, learning the system and the websites, and it can definitely be a lot at first. So just know that I remember feeling that way as well, and that's why I'm in the perfect position to help you, because I've been right where you are. Some places that you will see me, the Insight Study Hall is from Mondays through Thursdays from 12 until 3 o'clock, and that's basically just a supported time to work on homework. I am always there to help you with finding assignments, connecting with your teachers, or just providing some support. You will also see me in Finding Your Path every once in a while. Finding Your Path is our homeroom class, so you won't get too much homework in there. You're just expected to come and learn with us on social, emotional, and academic topics and ways to be best successful online and in life. If you're a 9th grader, you will also see me in 9th and 10th grade advisory, which is a class from 9:30 until 10:30 on Tuesdays. And then social events. So like I said, I am in the metro area, and many of our social events are in the metro area, but we also go out and around the state. So for example, earlier this year I was down in Wabasha at the National Eagle Center. I love meeting with you guys and putting on social events for you. So always feel welcome to come to those social events, and definitely look for information on that each month. So things to know, we do have live classes that you are required to be at. So those classes run Mondays through Fridays, mostly from 8:30 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. For middle school, your instructional classes, so your math class, your language arts class, those classes where you're really learning a lot, that is from 8:30 until 11:30 in the morning. 9th graders, you have a little bit more wiggle room. You might have a couple classes in the morning and a couple of classes in the afternoon. As I said before, that Insight Study Hall is from 12 o'clock until 3 o'clock each day, Monday through Thursday. Don't think you have to be in there always. Once you are a couple weeks into being with us here at Insight, you have the opportunity to earn COPS, or what we call checkout privileges, and you'll get some more information about that. You will also be watching the attendance video, so I won't go into it too in depth here, but just know that you should be online for 6 hours a day, Monday through Friday, both in class and working on that homework. This is a very loud but expressive way to highlight your My Schedule tab. So this is a student's home page. When you first log in, you will see this My Schedule tab, and there's a lot of good information in here. You will see a list of assignments due that day. It's a great way to have a quick to-do list and be able to see what you've completed. You will start to see green check marks once you start completing those assignments. You can select date. So let's say you start on a certain date, but your teacher wants you to go back maybe 2 days and work on a couple of assignments from the beginning of the unit. You can change the date in your My Schedule tab to review that past homework. When you come, you might see some assignments that are marked as overdue. This is an indicator that you need to talk with your teacher and figure out what is actually overdue. In most cases, you will not have to do very much work at all prior to when you are coming here at Insight. The only time you may have to go back and do some work is if you're coming in the middle of the unit and your teacher thinks that you'd be more successful if you did start at the beginning of the unit, or if you are coming in without earning any credit or having any in-progress grades for those classes. Under that Events tab, you will see your live class links. This is just one way to view your Class Connects, but this is a quick, easy way to get to those live classes. And you have your student email, which is indicated with that envelope icon. That shows a number 3. You never want to see a number there. That means you are missing out on important information. So make sure you're checking your email multiple times a day. You also want to make sure you are seeing your name in the upper right-hand corner, not your learning coach's. Things to know before your first day of school. I know sometimes there could be a quick turnaround, so as much of this as you can get done before your first day is really going to help. So logging into your student and learning coach accounts many times before your first day of school so you can get familiar with the system. Like I said, it's a lot to learn at first, so you want to make sure that you have the best way of knowing where to go. Like I said before, you want to check your email frequently, especially in the beginning. You will get a welcome email from me that has your Strong Start checklist in there. There are a list of items to complete in there, including downloading Blackboard Collaborate Launcher, watching an orientation, completing your online learning course, completing the connection call. That will make a lot more sense when you are looking at that welcome email, and I'll touch on a couple of those a little bit later in this video. You also want to set up a good workplace. So ideally at a desk or a table, free of distractions with the ability to receive a good internet connection and plug into an outlet for charging your battery. It's really important to set up that successful workplace so you are setting yourself up for that success. Here are some important bookmarks for you to have. I will put the links down below. Our first one on the top left is our Weebly site. Everything you could possibly need is on that. You can kind of think of it as our unofficial school website. It has a lot of different things for you to look at, lots of different tips and tricks and links and frequently asked questions. Make sure to check it out and bookmark it. On the right-hand side, you will see our Facebook page. That's a great place to look to sign up for social events, and it's a good place for your learning coach to like and connect to. It's a great way to meet other families through there. Bottom right-hand corner is that login page. So you will go to this login page every single day when you are going to school. And on the right-hand side, you will see set up your account. That is where your learning coach will set up their account first and then your account second. So that will be the very first thing you do on that page. Then bottom left side, that is where you are right now, is my YouTube channel. I have tons and tons of videos for you guys to help with getting to know the school, navigating the site, better understanding how to do assignments, updates throughout the year. Lots of good stuff in there, so make sure to bookmark this channel as well. So as I said, logging in, to get to that login page that I showed one slide ago, you will go to k12.com, and since you are an enrolled family, you will click on OLS Login. Both students and learning coaches will sign in here. Parents, you do not need to use the parent portal any longer once you are enrolled with us. So again, here's that student home page. That student email access is indicated by that envelope, upper right hand corner. Then the left side, we went through that My Schedule tab. And then that second tab, also super important, is the Classes tab. That is where all course materials are found. So homework, tests, projects, readings, course materials, online textbooks, anything you could possibly need for class is in that Classes tab. Here's a screenshot of the Learning Coach account. So a little bit similar but different at the same time. Learning coaches do not have their own school email. Instead, it is linked to your personal email. So when you send or receive emails from us, it should be coming from your personal email with which you signed up with through the parent portal or when you went through the enrollment process. However, you can click on that envelope icon to quickly send an email to school staff. You will see on the left-hand side, you have two tabs as well that are important. The My Students tab, so that gives you kind of what the My Schedule tab gives you in the student account. So the live class schedule, class grades and progress, and editing account information. And then you have your own My Schedule tab, and that is just for Learning Coach Class Connects. They won't come up too often, and we will definitely let you know if anything pops up in there. You can see circled above that are three different tabs: Schedule, Courses, and Account. Schedule will give you that kind of daily look of your students' class connects and your students' homework for that day. And then that Courses tab will give you a really in-depth look at your students' grades and progress. And then that Account tab is to edit account information. So if you move, get a new phone number or new email address, or if your student loses their username or password, you can also look that up in that Account tab. So one of the first things you will do as a student after you log in for the first time, you will click on that Classes tab and you will find your ORN 010 online learning course. So this is a one-stop shop. This is a great way to get oriented with our school website and system, and it is a required aspect to our newly enrolled families as well as our returning families. So again, you are looking for ORN 010 online learning. Once you click on that, you will be brought to this screen. You will want to click on the one Introduction to Online Learning, or you can find that in the Content tab. So the really important thing here is to get 100% progress. If you see a different percentage under there, it might mean that you missed a slide or two. So again, you want to complete all of that Unit 1 Introduction to Online Learning. Second really important thing that you want to do is download Blackboard Collaborate Launcher. You will need this program to attend all live class connects, so it's important to download sooner than later. And there is the phone number here for any tech issues that you do have with Blackboard. They're a great resource for you. This is an example of a class connect. You can chat with the whole class, just the teacher, or privately with one student. You are not required to have a webcam or microphone, but you are welcome to set one up if you'd like. There's lots of different tools to use in Class Connects, including a drawing pencil, a text tool, anonymous polling. Your teachers will be able to upload PowerPoints. It's a great place to learn your class material. You do have access to Class Connect recordings same day in case you missed a class or need a review before a test, and I'll kind of show you how to find those recordings. The tabs you will most frequently use in your course page through your Classes tab is listed here. Your Plan tab, your Content tab, and your Grades tab. You can click on any of your course pages to complete work anytime, any day, but attendance is only taken Monday through Friday. Other important information can be found in the class announcements section. Some ways to stay successful online: making sure you're attending all required class connects, you're completing all of your homework on time, and you're communicating about any questions, concerns, or excused absences. And just keep in mind that it is a brand new school, which means regardless of how school went for you previously, we want to make sure that this is a successful place for you to be. You got this. Even if you're feeling nervous or scared, it just means something important is happening. I'm so excited to see you guys in class, and please don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything at all.